There we go. Welcome back, everybody. I'm Luscious Balzac from FJRD, here to bring you some more Tournament of Stars action. This match is going to be the last match of Week 4, so strap in for a doozy. We have a Division G matchup between 69th Falcon Irregulars, Turkina's Cloaca, and OXII. Whew. That's a mouthful to say. Anyways, for those of you who do not know Tournament Stars, I do not understand how you would not know what Tournament of Stars is yet, seeing as we're on the end of Week 4. However, I'm going to give you a quick little breakdown. Tournament of Stars is a 5v5 tournament, single point cap for Conquest game mode. There are going to be 5 drops. Technically 7. The first drop is split up into 3 smaller drops consisting of duels. The first of which is a 1v1 this week. That 1v1 will be with the Trial Mistlinks. Followed by 2 2v2s, which we'll get into once we get there. Anyways, legendary mechs are allowed in this tournament. You can bring 1 per drop. A total of 3 legendary mechs throughout all 5 drops. Legendary mechs cannot be used during the duels. So, yeah. I think that about covers it. Yeah, anyways, let's get into the match. Alrighty. So, for 69th Falcon Irregulars, we have Wraith Darkstar. And for OXII, we have Quantum Brawl. Let's get a nice little readout on what these Mistlinks are going to be bringing. We got 4 machine guns, 4 ER small, and 4 heavy machine gun.
This is command.
Such an interesting setup
no matter the cost.
for a trial mech. Now, me personally, I think that the Mistlinks G trial mech should get reworked just a little bit more meta'd in terms of its loadout. You know, load it up with 8 HMG. Either 8 HMG or, you know, 8 mag shot or AP Gauss. You know, don't sit on the 4 machine gun, 4 heavy machine gun. Like, just rework the loadout. Anyways, both players keeping distance from each other, really. Not sure why Wraith Darkstar just kind of stopped and is looking into a wall here. Maybe there was a disconnect? Oh no, I'm not seeing anything in the in Discord. Getting a message from Ralphie. Thank you so much, Quantum Rawl, for noticing that Wraith Darkstar was disconnected or crashed, whatever. and holding. Let's see if we can get a readout on these mechs. Both of them still in the 90%. Quantum Roll at 91%, taking a little bit of damage from jump jetting, smacking the ground a little too hard. Wraith Darkstar now at 88%, Quantum Roll 88%. Ooh, both these boys just jumping around. Trying to stay close to the action for you guys here. Ooh, Wraith Darkstar has his right leg opened. And it looks like that left leg is about to be opened. Quantum Roll, right leg open, left leg almost opened as well. Quantum Roll 75%, Wraith Darkstar 72%. Quantum Roll jump jetting super high, but taking impact damage from landing. Both of Quantum Roll's legs are open now. Wraith Darkstar at 69%, very nice. Quantum Roll 67. Oh, Wraith gets legged. That's not good. Quantum Roll now peeking up over the top, focusing on that left leg with those machine guns, but Darkstar turns it around and takes both of Quantum Roll's legs. Very nice turnaround. GG. Feel free to look at those stats while I get this recorded. Yoink. Alrighty, I'm gonna swap the team sides on those cards. And now swap team sides. And what map are we going to? We're going to Boreal Reach for the first 2v2. So Boreal Reach, drop 1.2, we'll be seeing mediums and lights duking it out. At least that's what my casting sheet says. So, I don't know. I haven't watched any of the other matches this week. I've been very busy this weekend, so yeah. Darkstar bringing in Hedgehog BC and Milsurp Mephistopheles to fight in honor of the Falcon Irregulars. Just checking on the stream. Yeah, we are live. Yeah, here we go. Quantum Wall brings in... Quantum Wall? Quantum Rawl brings in Brandon and Lucius. Good old-fashioned agua. Alrighty, both teams are green. Just waiting on the lock calls. All right, there's the lock calls from both teams. Let's get into this Boreal Reach drop. Alrighty, over here on team one side, we have Brandon in a Cougar H Platinum variant with 1 Flamer, 4 Heavy Small, 2 Beam Laser. And we have Lucius in a Nova D with an LB20 and an SRM6. Over here on team 2 side, we have Hedgehog in an Adder Warthog with 14 AP Gauss and an ER Large Laser. Alright. And Milsurp in a Nova D with LB20 SRM6. And I like to cover matches hovering over team one side. Just personal preference. Alrighty, looking at damage numbers right now. Milsurp at 92%, Hedgehog 95%, Lucius at 99%, Brandon at 96%. So 69th Falcon Irregulars taking a little bit more damage than they're giving. Brandon just laying on those beam lasers. Hedgehog going down to 89%. Not good. 87, 86. Wow. So Falcon Irregulars needs to figure out something right now, because they're just getting torn up by the beam laser from range. Now beam lasers, if I remember correctly, do 6 damage per second. So with 2 beam lasers, that's 12 damage per second. That's nifty. That's some good old-fashioned DPS right there. Milsurp poking his head out, trying to get a shot off on Lucius, but does not land it. Alrighty, here comes the push from Milsurp and Hedgehog. They're pushing in to OXII. Hedgehog taking point. Hedgehog goes down, getting that CT torn through. Milsurp now about to go down. Yep, there he goes, straight through the CT. Lucius at 79%, still very fresh. Brandon also very fresh. Well done, that's a 2-0 win for OXII. Look at the damage difference. Over 300, less than 200. That's just a huge damage difference. Alright, we're going back to test map A. For drop 1.3, second 2v2. This one should be assaults and mediums. Alrighty. 69th Falcon Irregulars fielding in Tatate Exchange Student and Sushi Destructo. Meanwhile, OXII now bringing in Diremute Undibben. And waiting on Brandon to bring in his second champion for this 2v2. Just checking the Twitch chat, yeah. Team 1 is locked. Team 1 being 69th Falcon Irregulars, Turkina's Cloaca. Such a long name. Still waiting on the second fighter for OXII to make their debut for this drop. Probably just double checking that they have the right loadout on their mechs. Or potentially making some last minute changes. Who knows? Certainly not me. But looks like we're going to be getting radioisotost. Sweet. Now, Team 2 currently sitting at 50 tons, which is severely under tonnage, as this drop should be assaults and mediums. And 2 mechs totaling 50 tons, that's 25 ton mechs. That's those are lights. All right, we've got potentially a 20 ton and a 45 ton, or a 25 ton and a 40 ton. So we're just waiting on the light mech to swap over to an assault. There we go. $100 tons. All right. I'm guessing a stone rhino on each side. So why wouldn't there be a stone rhino? Stone rhino's freaking amazing. It's so good. It's got all the armor and guns you'll ever need. Alrighty, Team 2 is green, waiting on the lock call. There it is. Points currently 69th Falcon Regulars, Turkina's Cloaca at 1 point, and OXII with 2. Now we're going to run over here to Team 2 side real fast. Try to get a readout as quickly as we can. Alrighty, Team 2. Oh, Direwolf. Okay. I was thinking Stone Rhino, but alright. 2 Gauss Rifle, 4 ER Large on that Direwolf C. Arctic Wolf A with a Flamer and 4 SRM6 with Artemis. Over here on Team 1 side, that's blue team. That's Falcon Regulars. We have Destructo in a Direwolf C rocking 8 LB2s, and Titate exchange student with funny little face on the back of his mech. 6 small pulse lasers, 1 ER large, and 4 micro pulse. on that Stormcrow Lacerator. Looks like 69th Falcon Irregulars trying to get a little bit of a sight line going down this line. And we're just gonna keep up with Sushi Destructo here and keep angled towards OXII. Looks like Sushi Destructo now pushing in towards the center of the map. Destructo just waiting. ToS3 looking, trying to make contact. There we go. There's contact. Destructo now peeking around the corner, trying to see what shot at ToS3. Team 2 being very passive, holding their ground, letting Team 1 push into them. Looks like Team 2 now switching positions. They're not going to get sight on ToS3 here because of this big building right here. Big block. Let's see, is this a better angle? No, not really. But we might be able to see some shots coming out on Sushi Destructo here very shortly if he keeps angling outwards. Nope, he's angling back in towards the giant block. Team 2 still being passive, waiting around their corner. ToS3 gets a shot off but misses and takes returning fire. ToS3 now at 94%, the only damaged mech on the battlefield currently. Oof. ToS3 gets hit by the Gauss rifle and the ER larges from that direwolf, taking him down to 86%. Sushi Destructo now peeking around the corner and engaging with radioisotopes. Radioisotopes getting chunked down 88%, 86, 84. The percentage is just dropping quickly. Yeah, Destructo keeping his focus on radioisotopes. Radioisotopes getting out of the fire at 69%. Nice. Alright, ToS3 now pushing forward with Sushi Destructo. Destructo taking a Gauss round, I assume to the CT. Looks that way. Let's see if we can get a readout on radioisotopes. Alright, they were cooking a little bit. That left arm is open, almost destroyed. Diremude now angling around the other side, gets a shot off on Destructo here. Looks like Destructo's out of CT armor, but has not taken any structure damage yet. Radioisotopes 60%, Diremude 91%, Destructo 68%, ToS3 at 86. Both teams have their UAVs up. Team 2 takes out Team 1's, and Team 1 takes out Team 2's. 69th Falcon Irregulars throws up another UAV. ToS3 getting the flank shot on Radioisotopes. Radioisotopes gets taken down. All that remains for OXII right now is Diremude in the Arctic Wolf. Let's get a read on them. Right arm's open. CT's getting chunked. There it goes. Very nicely done.
Good job, soldiers.
69 Falcon Irregulars. That's going to be a 2-0 win. Jeez, Sushi, 727 damage. Alrighty, we are making our way off to Rubelite. Where is Rubelite? Why is it in the middle of the Solaris maps? It beats me. Great push by Falcon Irregulars in that second 2v2. You know, biding their time and just slow pushing up. Since OXII was not feeling like moving towards the center and instead seeking to receive. Now that the drop one is finished, all three of the duels points we are looking at is 69 Falcon Regulars with a grand total of 4 points, and OXII with 2. Can't wait to see what teams do for Rubelite. Since this is the light drop, I'm expecting adder warthogs. Makes the most sense to me, honestly. Shooby dooby dooby doo. Waiting on OXII to get their 5th member into the match. While they do that, I'm going to stretch. There we go. We've got all 5 members of OXII into the match now, into the lobby. And we are looking at currently 195 tons from OXII, while Team 2, 69th Falcon Irregulars, is sitting at 370. To be fair, Falcon Irregulars does not need to swap mechs until Team 1 has called their lock. Alright, OXII is locked. Don't forget, Mech Warriors, take this moment to, do a little bit of stretching. Take your eyes away from your screens. Give them a little bit of rest. Get up, stand, stretch. Just stay limber, stay healthy, stay hydrated. Team 2, red team, 69th Falcon Regulars now going down to 190 tons. Now, me personally, like I said, I don't know really what to expect on Rubelite, but seeing as it's the light drop, I would guess Adder Warthogs, but then again, the Warthogs don't have jump jets, and jump jets could be very beneficial for jumping up onto the ramps, onto the platforms. You could hide your approach and then jump up where you think the enemy team would least expect it. So we'll see. Now they could do something like 4 mislinks. That'd be kind of funny. 4 Ebon Dragoon. One thing to remember is I believe streaks are banned for drop 2 and maybe 3. I'm not sure about drop 3, but I'm pretty sure they're banned for drop 2. Like 99% positive that they're banned for drop 2, because honestly, bringing streaks against a very light lance is it's gonna win. Streaks will win. Team 2 is locked, so let's get into the drop. Gonna make the zoomies over to Team 2 side before heading off to Team 1 side. Alright, here we go. Teams are loading in. Over here on Team 2 side, we have 4 mislinks and a stone rhino.
Capture and hold the resource points. Stop any hostiles that get in your way.
Alright, what are these mislinks running? We've got machine guns, small lasers flamer, HMGs, small pulse 88P Gauss, and ER smalls AP Gauss. And then on the Stone Rhino, we have 2 LB20, 4 ER Meads, 1 ER Large, and 4 SRM6. Burst. Frickin' Ralphie No Pants in a Colos. Over here, Team 1 side, that's blue team, that's OXII. We have Lucius in a Incubus Saber with 2 beam lasers. Interesting. We have Brandon in a Hellfire A with LB-20, 3 SRM-6, 4 Heavy Small. Goomba Girl in a Blood Adder, Cougar Blood Adder with 5 Heavy Small, 2 Beam Laser. Diremude in a Cougar H with 1 Flamer, 4 Heavy Small, 2 Beam Laser. And Quantum Rawl with the same build. So we're seeing a lot of Beam Laser from OXII. And a whole lot of Machine Guns AP Goss from 69th Falcon Irregulars. So this is going to be a battle of DPS. What will win? Machine Guns and AP Goss or Beam Lasers? Now, the Machine Guns and AP Goss do not generate fairly, like, they generate just such a minuscule amount of heat, it's ridiculous. But those Beam Lasers can generate quite a bit of heat. And it looks like 69th Falcon Regulars sending 2 mechs to take care of Lucius, while the other 3 will engage the big pack on the ridge. Look at all those Beam Lasers. Chew. Yeah. OXII getting some good flank damage on Ralphie No Pants as he tries to push up the ramp and into OXII. We have Weaver trying to get into the backs of OXII, but he's just going to get caught out. So yeah, this is a 3v1 situation for Weaver. Weaver's dropping down. Let's get back to the big fight going on over here. We got Ralphie No Pants at 62%. Brandon gets legged. Ralphie No Pants been cooking. Ralphie self-destructs. Brandon gets taken out with the legs. It is now a 4v4 situation. Tatate and Bella here focusing on Diremude. Darstar takes down Quantum Rawl. Weaver at 40%. CT Orange. Diremude goes down. Down goes Lucius as well. Wow. All that remains for OXII is Goomba Girl with that Cougar Blood Adder. And they self-destruct from the heat. GG, that's a 5-1 win for 69th Falcon Irregulars. Now they just need to touch a point, and this drop will end.
Theta is controlled by the enemy.
See, I'm glad that I was on the same wavelength as 69th here. You know, 4 mislinks. Oops. Now, like I said, I have not seen any of the other matches for this weekend yet, so I don't know if that's just a common occurrence with the 4 mislinks or not. But yeah. I'm glad I got to see it. You know, it wasn't 4 Ebon Dragoons, but it was still 4 mislinks. But yeah, I for sure thought that Weaver was gonna be taken out when he was trying to flank behind OXII. I thought for sure that that he would die from the 3v1. Because why wouldn't you get eaten in a 3v1? But you know, pulling away 3 mechs, allowing for the rest of your team to engage with 2 mechs, it's worth it. It's worth it, especially if you can drop down and disengage. Like, very smart play. Pulling 3 mechs out of the fight. Score now currently Falcon Irregulars with 10 points, OXII with 3. So we're going into drop 3 here. Just waiting on Team 1 to lock, and followed by Team 2 locking. If you weren't around for drops, for any of the previous drops, you know, once this match ends, the video will be uploaded. You'll be able to rewatch the video. Definitely some golden moments, or at least a golden moment from drop 1.1. Alrighty. Sorry everybody for the can opening, but cucumber watermelon water can't wait. Team 1 is locked. There's the Team 2 lock, so let's jump right into the drop. '69th Falcon Irregulars putting on quite the show. And once again, I'm going to run over to Team 2's side before zipping off to Team 1's side to get the readouts on mechs. Oh, that's right. They spawn over here by Sigma. Right? Yeah. Alright, over here on Team 2 side, that's the red team, that's OXII. We have 3 Ice Ferrets, a Viper F, and a Stone Rhino 1. On the Ice Ferrets, we have Flamer 10 ER small, 10 ER small, and 11 ER small. On the Stone Rhino 1, we have 4 AC-10, 3 plasma cannon, and on the Viper F we have a flamer, 4 medium lasers, and 8 LMGs. Alrighty, making our way off to Team 1 side now. That's the blue team. That's 69th Falcon Irregulars. We have 3 Adder Warthogs and 2 Marauder 2C Scorches. I smell brawl. Marauder 2C Scorch with 2 LB-20s, 4 SRM-6. Adder Warthog, if I can click on it. Why was it not letting me click? 10 AP Gauss, ER Large, 12 AP Gauss, Heavy Small Laser, 14 AP Gauss, and then on the second Marauder 2C Scorch we have 2 LB-20, 4 SRM-6 with Artemis. Alrighty, looks like Team 1 is setting up in the same place that OXII did in the previous drop. Are they going to push over the ramps? If I were them, I'd push over the high ground. But then again, they do not know what their opponents are bringing. Ralphie No Pants leading the charge across the high ground. Alright, we're seeing the red lasers. Ralphie No Pants getting scratched. Bella here getting a little bit of scratch damage. Alright, so they know about 3 of the mechs, now potentially 4. Yep. 69th Falcon Irregulars still pushing in. Looks like Lucius is gonna try to get in close. Did he drop a UAV? Looks like he did. And that UAV is gonna go down very quickly. We're getting some ER Large against Red Laser trade here. Falcon Irregulars still looking very fresh, while OXII, you know, taking a little bit more damage than Falcon Irregulars. I feel like those ER Larges are definitely helping out with the fact that OXII is staying so far away with those red lasers. Now we're seeing Lucius take a flanking angle to try and push Falcon Irregulars. And it looks like Falcon Irregulars is going to reposition and take the high ground. They're taking out UAVs as they pop up. Lucius now pushing up further, getting the flanking angle here on Weaver. I'm going to try to follow the best engagement that I can, that I see for you guys. Lucius at 84%, Quantum Raw 83, Goomba Girl 95, Brandon 90, Radio Isotoast at 94%, Grinning Thief 92%, Hedgehog 98, Bella here 87, Ralphie No Pants 94, and Weaver 86. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And it looks like 69th Falcon Irregulars is gonna pull away. Now, is Epsilon the cap point for this map? I honestly have no idea.
We have gained Epsilon.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, looks like it is. So yeah, 69th Falcon Irregulars now pushing the cap advantage, saying, hey, you know what? If you guys, we're going to force you guys to engage us now. If you guys don't, well then, neener. We still win. Hedgehog taking the brunt of the damage from the Stone Rhino, radioisotost. Hedgehog losing their right arm, almost loses their right torso. Never mind, they just lost it. So they're down to half their weapons. Now, Bella here taking the shots from the Stone Rhino. Lucius just finding all the flanking angles this match. Hedgehog down to 58%. CT structure is orange, which is no good. Left torso is open, and it looks like 69th Falcon Irregulars is going to rotate a little bit. Lucius shooting at Grinning Thief. Grinning Thief now seeing Brandon and Lucius, but is going to hide behind a pillar. Weaver now getting hit by that Stone Rhino. Just absolutely nasty amount of damage. Bella here, Grinning Thief, and Weaver engaged with Brandon, Goomba Girl, and Lucius. Quantum Raw now coming in to support his fellow Ice Ferrets. Ooh, Grinning Thief's not in a great position. They're in line of sight of the Stone Rhino up high. Bella here down to 59%. Is missing half their weapons. Grinning Thief almost legged. Left leg is open in orange structure. That CT is almost open. It's dark orange armor. Oh, Grinning Thief self-destructs. Oh no. And down goes Hedgehog. Wow. Gets both side torsos ripped off his mech. OXII doing a very good job of just peeking, poking, and pushing. Bella here goes down. That Stone Rhino has done just an insane amount of work on 69th Falcon Irregulars this drop. Weaver goes down. All that remains for 69th Falcon Irregulars is Ralphie No Pants in the Marauder 2C Scorch. Let's watch him melt. Ralphie No Pants, CT, and cockpit are open. That right leg is not right leg, right arm is about to go, but the CT gets ripped out. However, Ralphie No Pants is able to take down Quantum Raw before going down himself. That's going to be a 5-1 win for OXII. Very nicely done. OXII now needing to spread out and capture points.
Is controlled by the enemy.
Broken heart. Oh no, Goomba Girl. Who broke your heart? Lucius in with no decals, but you know what? At least the mech is painted. That CT is mighty orange. And don't think Brandon painted his mech.
Kappa is under enemy control.
But CT open, both arms open. And this stone right now, just
Enemy
completely
forces have
fresh. Still confused as to how the match didn't just auto end. But, okay.
The enemy has capped enough
There we
resources.
go.
We've failed.
Feel free to look over those damage numbers while I update the scorecards. So that's an OXII win, 5-1. Let's see, Radioisotopes in the Stone Rhino one, dropping an impressive 1,354 damage. That Stone Rhino did a lot of work. Alrighty. Off to the final map, we have Canyon Network. Now, notice I said last map, but we still have 2 more drops, folks. We're going to be heading in to drop 4. Score currently, if my calculations are correct, 69th Falcon Regulars, Turkina's Cloaca with 11 points in total, OXII with 9. So, OXII definitely making a comeback, keeping the game, or at least the match, super close. Which, I don't know about you guys, but I love to see close matches. Just waiting on Team 1 and 2 to lock, and we will get into drop 4. I'm actually really surprised that 69th Falcon Regulars opted to let go of the high ground advantage. Me personally, I think that they should have just pushed down into OXII, but Who knows? That might have been a death trap. I personally don't think it would have been. They would have been able to get both of those Marauder Scorches to focus on the Stone Rhino and remove that as a threat. While the Adder Warthogs could have, engaged the Ice Ferrets in the Viper. Was there a Viper? I think there was a Viper. Yeah, there was a Viper. That's just wrong. Still waiting on Team 1 to lock up. Still waiting. Yeah, I don't know. I really think that 6 and 9 Falcon Irregulars should have pushed down onto OXII. Like get that Stone Rhino out of play, and boom, that's essentially 90% of the firepower off the board. There's a lock call from Team 1. Alrighty, waiting on Team 2. Wow, Team 1 locking in at 365 tons. What could that be? Will we see Summoner ATMs? I do not think so. Though I hope to. I think ATM mechs could be fairly deadly on Canyon if played correctly. And if your opponents aren't that prepared for it. Could be deadly. Team 2 is green, and now locked. Alrighty, we are getting into drop 4. What do we got? We got Supernovas and Ebon Dragoons. Oh my. Or not Ebon Dragoons, Ebon Jaguars. What was that? 2 beam laser, 4 ER small. Same. Okay. And how about on these Supernovas? 6 ER large, 6 ER large. Alright. So yeah, that's Team 2. That's 69th Falcon Irregulars setup. 3 Ebon Dragoons, 2 Supernovas. We got beam lasers and ER larges. Over here on Team 1 side, that's the blue team. That's OXII. We have a Mislinks G taking point with 8 machine guns, 2 flamers, 2 micro pulse, a Highlander 2C Keeper with 2 LB-24 SRM-6 with Artemis, a Mad Cat Mark II-2 with 2 LB-24 SRM-6 with Artemis, an Orion 2CA with LB-20, 2 Flamer, 4 SRM-6 with Artemis, and a Marauder 2 Scorch with 2 LB-20 and 4 SRM-6. So OXII bringing a much more brawl-centric deck, while Team 2, 69th Falcon Irregulars, bringing the range. Now, let's go see what that Mislinks is up to, because it's going to be a while before the big guys engage. Has Brandon gotten any scouting? I think he has. He's definitely been scouted. Scouted by Ebon Dragoons and the Supernovas. He's definitely seen. Down to 92%. Taking quite a bit of leg damage there. You know, that armor is starting to look a little orange. Tatate has their back to Brandon. Doesn't look like anyone's looking at where Brandon is. Oh, nope, never mind. The Ebon Dragoons are definitely looking at Brandon.
We have possession of Kappa.
Alrighty. Now, Lucius in that Highlander 2C Keeper was spotted, got a little bit of a laser burn, but managed to get out of there fairly quickly without taking much damage. Brandon still rotating around all of 69th Falcon Irregulars. Just trying to get into their backs, I believe. Yep. Here we go. Here's an engage. Brandon focusing on Ralphie No Pants, hitting him with the flamers, doing the death spin in the air. Trying to spread that damage as much as possible. Both legs are open. CT, ooh, back shot. That structure is red. Just a little bit more damage and he will go down. There goes his left arm. Right leg structure is red. That's not looking good. So OXII's Scout Mech is essentially out of the fight because barely any damage. You sneeze on it and it's going to lose its left leg. Now, OXIII making their brawl push, saying, hey, we got LB-20s, we got SRMs, fight us. Hedgehog dropping down to 66%, dropping off the high ground too. CT open and dark orange, down goes Hedgehog. Brandon turning around now, focusing on Ralphie No Pants. Brandon is legged. Ralphie No Pants' right torso is open and orange. Why is Brandon not dead yet? Oh, it's because Ralphie No Pants has no weapons. He has no arms. But looks like Brandon... Yep, Brandon's going to get taken down by Tatate. Grinning Thief gets just absolutely murked Murked. I was gonna say a different word, but I don't know, I decided not to say that. Now the focus of OXII is going to be Tatate. Tatate getting flamered. Loses his right arm, is about to lose his... Yep, loses his other side torso. And goes down. Wow, not looking too good for 69th Falcon Irregulars. Ralphie No Pants finally gets taken out. He was a stick for a very long time. Weaver CT is open, but Radioisotope gets the hit on that left torso and ends Weaver's career. GG. So yeah, that's going to be an OXII win, 5-1. Very nicely played. Sheesh. Radioisotope dropping 1060 damage. Alrighty, one final side swap. And, yeah. Let's do it. Yeah, I think 69th Falcon Irregulars was a little too tightly grouped up to receive that brawl push from OXII. They were too tight. And too close. Way too close. But I will say I did like the idea of bringing those beam lasers. Alrighty. Ralphie No Pants making as big of an entrance as he can for whoever they're going to be inviting into this drop. Alright, Bella here. Okay. Well, get him in. There we go. So we're getting into drop number 5. What should we expect to see? Let me know, chat. We've seen Scorches, we've seen a Highlander 2C Keeper already, Mad Cats, Ebon Jaguars, Supernovas, but we've not seen a whole lot of Stone Rhinos or Direwolves outside of the duels. Like, yeah, we saw some Stone Rhinos in some of the earlier drops, but I think that there's still a lot of Stone Rhinos to be played. Team 1 is green, waiting on the lock call. And there it is. $450 tons. We have Team 2 ready to up. Still just waiting on the lock call, though. Score currently going into drop number 5. 69th Falcon Irregulars with 12 points. OXII with 15. Match isn't over just yet. There's points to be had. This is literally anyone's match right now. The point totals are so close. Alrighty. Getting into drop number 5. This is the last drop of the week, folks. Let's see. We're seeing dire wolves. Okay. We got radioisotopes and Madcat Mark II-2 with 2 LB-20, 4 SRM-6 with Artemis, Lucius and a direwolf A with 3 large pulse, 1 Hag 40, Quantum Roll, and a direwolf C with 7 AC-2. Alright, so he's going to be farming. Brandon and a Highlander 2C-B with LB-24 SRM-6 with Artemis and 2 plasma cannons, and then Goomba Girl in a Shadow Cat P with a Gauss rifle and 6 machine guns. So that was OXII. Let's make our way off to 69th Falcon Irregulars, where they have 4 Executioners and a Nova Cat.
Command coming in. Capture and hold the resource points.
Alrighty, Tatate with 11 micropulse, 2 beam lasers on his XEM. Ralphie No Pants in the Nova Cat A with 4 ER larges. Hedgehog BC in an Executioner A with 12 micropulse laser, 2 beam laser. Weaver in an Executioner A with 12 micropulse, 2 beam laser, and Bella here in an Executioner M with 12 micropulse, 2 beam laser. So, yeah, we got a brawl against mid range. Let's go. Now, I consider the Executioners brawl just because the majority of their weapons is red lasers. Like, yeah, sure, they have the beam lasers so that they can do range damage, but really the beam lasers are just there as supplementary damage for, you know, if you're trying to receive or trying to push, you get some damage at range. And it looks like Goomba Girl going straight for the objectives and planting their butt on Kappa. Tatate in the back of 69th Falcon Irregulars, staying right below the ridge line, but is jumping up Now, Ralphie does have those ER larges. Ooh, Goomba Girl getting spotted by Hedgehog starts getting beam lasered. But I don't know. OXII has those AC2s. 7 AC2s, which is just far malicious. Goomba Girl trying to angle around and flank 69th Falcon Irregulars. Brandon engaging with Weaver because Weaver dropped down. We got Bella here engaged with the Direwolves. Oh, not good. Bella here down to 53%. Missing his left arm. Not good. Now Goomba Girl about to get a shot off on Hedgehog here. Yep, there goes the Gauss Rifle. Here come the LMGs. Hedgehog getting torn up and taken down. Very nicely done. Great teamwork. Brandon engaged with Weaver and Ralphie No Pants with Tatate coming in to support Weaver. Goomba Girl getting some peeking shots off against Weaver with their Gauss Rifle. Bella here backing up, trying to support the rest of his team and potentially preserve his mech a little bit. Tatate running out towards the center of the map, gets shot in the back by those PPCs, and is just letting Brandon punish him with PPCs right now. OXII in a very commanding position at the moment. Look at how much they're spread. That is some good spreadage. '69th Falcon Irregulars still just, I guess, tactfully advancing in the opposite direction, trying to put range between them and their opponents because, you know, they have the beam lasers, they have the ER larges, so they're trying to use their weapons ranges to their advantage, which is smart. It's the smart move. Play at your weapons optimal, not your opponent's. Now, OXII pushing through the trenches up into the center. Looks like they're going to try to catch Tatate. Brandon getting the jump shots off on Tatate. Bella here dropping down. Ralphie No Pants still up on the high ground is going to be the only target here in just a moment. Yep, Ralphie now trying to spread damage as much as possible. Let's get a readout on Bella here. CT is orange. That's not good. Bella here, 35%. What about Weaver? CT yellow. Okay. Yep, down goes Bella here, getting both side torsos ripped off his mech. Weaver's right torso looking very orange. Not good. What about Tatate? Alright, back shots. Got the side torso structure. Oh, down goes Weaver. Was he shot through the CT? He was. Now here comes the brawl push from OXII. Oh gosh. Aha.
The enemy has capped enough resources.
Yep.
We've failed.
And yeah, that's going to be a 5-0 win for OXII here. Drop number 5, week 4. 5-0 clean sweep. Nice. Alrighty. Wow. All right. Final score coming out from this final drop is going to be 69th Falcon Regulars, Turkina's Cloaca with 12 points, OXII with 21. Wow. Very well played by OXII. But yeah, that's it for week 4. Now next week, I believe we're doing a bye week for the tournament, just for 4th of July weekend. But there might be matches scheduled for this upcoming week, but I think for the most part, there's not going to be any matches coming up this next week. But 2 weeks from now is when week 5 is scheduled to be played, which is the final week of the tournament. Anyways, yeah. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming out, supporting these teams, supporting us casters, supporting MWO Comp. Thank you so much, MWO Comp admin, for all that you do. Thank you so much, Mr. Bear, for running Tournament of Stars for the 3rd time now. And, yeah. If you want to get better at the game, looking for people to play with, looking for people to, take a gander at your builds, let you know how you can improve. Or if you're looking to get into MWO Comp, come on into the MWO Comp Discord. Link is down below. Click on the Discord banner. Boom. You'll get the Discord link. Go ahead and drop on by MWO Comp. A lot of people there willing to help, and willing to invite you into their units, onto their teams, whatever. Yeah, if you're looking to get better at 1v1s, 2v2s, or just better at the game in general, once again, drop on by MWO Comp. But that's going to be it for me this week, and for matches, because from my understanding, this was the last match of the week for week 4. Anyways, once again, thank you so much, everybody. I'm Luscious Balzac from FJRD. Keep it luscious.